Hey, what's going on? It's Jeff here. And I want to share a lesson with you that I was reminded of yesterday. I have my instrument to thank for it, but it's not in any way a lesson that requires a piano to be of value to you or to anyone. I just kind of want to share the value of the lesson. I'll kind of explain how it happened and illustrate the lesson, and then I'll talk a little more about it. Every day I sit down and I do my scales, right? I play scales up and down 4 octaves. I don't know if you can hear me very well while the piano's playing because there's just one mic over there. And then I do this progression that's designed to like cement each key in my mind. Yesterday, after I'd warmed up, so I always talk about having sight in my hands. There's a tempo and with some music where it's happening fast enough, you don't have time for the light to go to your eyes, pass through your brain, and pass back to your hands. You've literally got to be seeing with your hands. And to do that, you have to create a mental image in your mind. So whenever I'm not getting notes, like I know the notes, but I'm just not finding them, right? So yesterday, I'm like, okay, I gotta go back to the drawing board. And I do all my 12 scales, but I do them with my eyes closed. So I do that around all 12 keys. I start doing just with the left hand, I play the bass note and the chord shape. A lot of dropping, a lot of leaps on the keys, trying to just land where I need to land. I'm going, okay, I'm training the eyes and the sight in my hands, and then I come back and suddenly they're just flying. Train my hands, my arm to be able to make this leap, but also my hands to just relax, just be able to fall right into that shape, right? This practicing with your eyes closed, playing the keyboard in your mind. This was the lesson. Practicing playing the keyboard in my mind. Here's what happened. About an hour later, I'm back over there doing my work, and all of a sudden I had this aha moment. The details don't matter, but the point is, I mentally made a connection between something that I was going to be doing and something that I knew someone else needed done, and they had budgeted to go get this work done. It aligned perfectly with what I'm going to be doing. So I basically picked up the phone and reached out to someone I knew, and I said, hey, you're looking to hire someone to do this, right? And I said, well, let me tell you something I'm doing that I think lines up perfectly, and frankly, it would make it stronger for both of us if I just did it on behalf of both of us at the same time. So why don't you take that budget and just allocate it to me and let me do it for you. You know I'll do a better job than anybody you're gonna hire, right? It took about 20 minutes of back and forth and working out some details, and the deal was done. Anyway, the budget for that project in 2019 was a little over 100 grand. I would not have made that mental connection if I hadn't gotten my head into a space where I was seeing things as they ought to be rather than as they are. There's something about training your mind's eye. There's something about learning to live in a world that's an image that you carry in your head as opposed to just being in reaction mode to whatever's going on around you. It's an exercise, it's a discipline of training your mind, training your brain to be able to see. That ability to see in our mind, not with our eyes. What will start happening is you'll start seeing connections that they're not right in front of you out there in the world because they haven't been made yet, but they're up here as possibilities. Anyways, I really want to encourage you that your mind is so much more powerful than most people really give it credit for. Most people are, I think, sort of hopelessly dependent, and I shouldn't say hopelessly because I think there's great hope in just awareness, but they're very dependent, they're very almost sort of addicted to observational stimulus. What they see right in front of them is what's real and possible in their life. And I want to encourage you that the more you sharpen your mind's eye and you start to see what's possible, not what already is, some pretty amazing things can happen. Anyways, that's my lesson. Hope you liked it. Catch you next time.